Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Thomas Spark. Welcome back to another honest VPN review. Today we're going to be checking out SurfShark VPN. This is a VPN that's made quite a splash on a lot of VPN review sites. So we're going to take a look and see if this is a legit VPN or not. We're going to take a look at SurfShark in 6 different categories, that being pricing, the application, the speeds of the VPN, the reputation, the support, and the extra services. So now we want to discuss, first of all, pricing. Now, SurfShark kind of has a weird pricing scheme. It actually reminds me of another VPN out there called NordVPN. So with SurfShark, you're going to start off with 1 month being $11.95, and then from there you're going to see different pricing schemes which are going to get more expensive, but they're also going to get like more bundled in a way. So SurfShark, like NordVPN, really does kind of push you to investing in 2 years. Now NordVPN has stretched it so far as 3 years, but SurfShark does 83% off for 2 years. But the thing is, with these kind of deals, guys, remember that you pay for 1 month, you pay at once, you pay $83 at once, and then after 1 month there is no possible way to refund the service at all. I even talked to SurfShark about this and kind of chatted with one of their customer service agents about how consumer practices and stuff like this could be altered to be more consumer friendly. Next up for SurfShark is the application. Is this a good application to use? Is it that special? Well, overall, I would say that SurfShark is pretty, just fine in terms of VPN application goes. It has your default features like the kill switch, has plenty of locations to choose from. I do like that it has the optimal location feature. It does have some ad and tracker and malware blocking, a cool whitelisting feature, a multi-hop additionally, and within the settings, that's pretty much it. You're not going to really see too much ability to change encryption rate. You're not going to see too many different kind of SHA, ability to change SHA. You're not going to have any port forwarding, some of those more advanced features that we are going to see with some VPNs like TorGuard and WinScribe and private internet access. So overall, SurfShark is fine. One thing I do not like about the app is that it has a tendency to stick around for too long. It kind of minimizes into the taskbar and tries to hide there. I went ahead and asked support to see if there was a way to disable this, and strangely enough there wasn't, which leads me to believe that SurfShark kind of wants you to keep this VPN on at all costs, and for that it makes me a little suspicious. So the next category is speeds. Now speeds is a very important feature for a VPN to have, because without speeds, what do you have? Now in this case, SurfShark again is just kind of middle of the line. It's nothing that other VPNs don't have. In fact, it's pretty similar to a lot of other VPNs in the market. I found that its speeds are extremely similar to NordVPN, pretty similar to ExpressVPN, pretty much similar to all the kind of overpriced VPNs out there. You're gonna get okay speeds for downloading torrents. I go around 2 megabits a second. Now compared to TorGuard, it's roughly 5 times faster for torrenting. So that should give you all you need to know. Overall, mediocre speeds, 3 out of 5. Next up on the list is reputation. Now this is something I kind of struggled with SurfShark, mainly because it's a brand new VPN. It's only been around for a year or so. But the thing about SurfShark is it does cause me to be very suspicious for some reason. It kind of tickles my dingle. Kind of makes me think there's an awakening in the force. It kind of makes me think something in my spider senses. It seems like some of the biggest VPN review sites out of nowhere have just kind of bumped SurfShark up to like top positions. There's multiple VPN review sites that have done this, which is kind of weird to me. Leads me to believe that they could be a different VPN. So if these websites have a partnership with a VPN, they could just be like, oh, promote this one as well. We'll give you the same deal, or even increase your commissions on one VPN or another. All these things are happening behind the scenes, so it's a little bit tricky to tell you for certain, but that's just kind of my theory. Another thing is that their Android app, on their description of it, mentions a website specifically that has doxed me in the past. That website, I do think, is affiliated with NordVPN. They do promote NordVPN on that website. So the fact that they're mentioning a website that doxed me, not good for the reputation. It leads me to believe that they're in the same kind of network, the NordVPN network perhaps. So another thing is, no one really knows who operates or owns this VPN. Specifically, when I talked to customer service, they were extremely shady, saying that they were like an independent company and they didn't have a parent company, that they were owned by SurfShark company, which doesn't really make much sense. Not really sure what's going on there, but the fact that the employees don't even really know and they don't have a specific answer leads me to believe that SurfShark is intentionally trying to hide who owns it, which is definitely a bit questionable. Another thing that makes me suspicious about SurfShark is that it's based in the British Virgin Islands, just like ExpressVPN. And if I were you, I don't think you would even be able to point on the map where the British Virgin Islands are. It's just kind of like a marketing claim that to be based there, not to be based in the United States. As you know, a lot of VPN review sites are like, oh, well, if they're based in the British Virgin Islands, they're the most secure VPN ever. Whee! All right, guys. So I was like, all right, where are the British Virgin Islands? All right, so here we have Panama. That's where NordVPN is based, by the way. And this tiny little island is the British Virgin Island. So you see this place? This is now the Silicon Caribbean forest. This is where all the VPN stuff is happening. This is probably where SurfShark is. This is probably where ExpressVPN is. There's
A VPN allows you to browse securely. By using a VPN service, you can hide your activity from prying eyes. You don't want people knowing what you've been doing online, and that's why you want to use the best VPN. Find your very best VPN by answering a few easy questions at vpn.com.
It's just insane. If you want a job in the VPN industry, go ahead and go all the way to the British Virgin Islands. You're going to be set for life. So next up on the list is support. I'm going to give them 3 out of 5, mainly because they have a refund policy that's not very consumer friendly. Now, like with NordVPN and some other VPNs out there, and this is actually the reason that SurfShark said they can't do that, is because they can't give these good deals and then give refunds, because it would be some kind of like free trial, or other VPNs would have to do the same thing in order for them to do it. But that doesn't make much sense to me, because why can't they be a leader in the space of consumer friendliness? I don't know. I know with Adobe products that if you purchase a long-term commitment, you could kind of cancel and get some of your money back. So that's a very consumer-friendly model. And I think SurfShark, as well as other VPNs that really want you to subscribe for such long times, they really should have better consumer practices, or they're going to get bitten in the butt. We've seen that happen with NordVPN and PayPal, and we'll probably see that happen more in the future while people kind of wisen up. Anyways, I think that you should choose a VPN that offers good pricing at every point, so it's not pushing and funneling you to one exact pricing scheme. That makes more sense for me. That seems more consumer friendly. That seems like a better support model as well, since you're not going to have people trying to get something they can't from support. Anyways, that's my opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Next up, we do have extra services. I'm going to give SurfShark actually 4 out of 5 here. They do have very good extra services in terms of simultaneous connections. They have unlimited simultaneous connections, which is pretty unique in the VPN industry. Usually you'll see around 5 to 7 or so, which is a good standard amount. And we do see VPNs like ExpressVPN going as low as 3 for some reason. But SurfShark, since they are a smaller VPN, I think they can afford to have unlimited simultaneous connections. It's probably a marketing point per se. We'll have to see as they grow and increase in customers if they can uphold the simultaneous connections. They could decrease simultaneous connections, that's for certain, at any point in the line. But for now, that's very good to see. Not only that, but they do have Netflix support on most of the servers that I tested, which is automatic, which is very good to see as well. But again, if they get more popular, they might have more problems with this. We've seen this with private internet access. We've seen this with other VPNs. They haven't been able to keep up with the customers trying to access Netflix and thus getting blocked. It's a cat and mouse game. The more customers you have, the more mouses there are, the more the cat can eat the mouse. Does that make sense? One thing I do want to mention is that SurfShark is kind of missing out on some other extra services though, like dedicated IPs, streaming IPs, some other things like that, which could be important for some people if they want to unblock websites, or if SurfShark does get popular, it starts blocking more users. Dedicated IPs are very useful for that. Not only that, but they do guarantee pretty much 100% unblock Netflix access and other access to websites that are restrictive to anonymous shared IPs that are being used by tons of users. At the same time, I do want to mention that SurfShark doesn't really have good Linux support, so if you are a Linux user, you're going to have to deal with some jank there. Other VPNs do have better Linux apps out there, so check that out later on. Anyways, guys, let's go on to the final conclusion. All right, guys, so let's finish up this review now, shall we? So for pricing, we already went over how the main pricing plan for $11.95 is simply too expensive. They're clearly just trying to steer you into these long-term commitments, which aren't very consumer friendly. Now, if a VPN offers fair pricing for 1 month, but they do have longer commitments if you want that, now that's one thing, but that's not the case here. This is the NordVPN model in that the base price is too expensive. Go ahead and buy the 3-year plan. Then after 1 month, you can't get a refund, yada, yada, yada. You get the picture. Next up, we do have the application, which just by all means is fine. There's nothing too special about it. There's nothing that's bad about it. Overall, 3 out of 5. Speeds are going to be 3 out of 5 as well, around 2 megabits a second for downloading, and speeds are just overall average. The reputation has questionable origin. Some of the stuff that I've found and some of the stuff that I've just kind of seen in their Android app, mentioning websites that aren't, in my opinion, very good to advertise for. Maybe if SurfShark comes out to me and says, hey, we've contacted this website, got some removed stuff about you, then maybe I could revisit their reputation. But until that happens, it's definitely going to hurt their reputation in terms of my opinion. Advertising for websites that are doxing people is not a very good thing to do. Not only that, but they don't really advertise who owns the company. They kind of hide behind saying, oh, we're just owned by SurfShark. They are a brand new VPN and no one knows who owns them, so I can't really give them that much for reputation. Now, they do get 1 point because they really haven't done anything that wrong so far. So there you go. Now, support is fairly good. They do have live chat. However, they're not going to give you refunds like I mentioned already. And support, admittedly, seems like a lot of people don't really get good ticket response times and stuff like that. I didn't mention that too much, but that's something to also consider. In terms of extra services, they do work with Netflix, and they do have unlimited simultaneous connections, which is probably the best part about this service, to be honest. Anyways, guys, SurfShark total rating is 2.5. That's Dookie tier. Now, it's almost good, but with the reputation being kind of questionable, as well as the pricing, if they dock that pricing down, they're a more transparent company, not letting affiliates post stuff that is, quite frankly, illegal to post information like they have, then maybe I will revisit this review and give them a higher rating. But until then, guys, check out my other reviews for more honest, unbiased reviews. Check the description down below for the current ranking system, and I'll see you again very soon.